What's up? Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode. Happy New Year. New year, new day, new time. So let me ask you a question. What's going to change in your life? What are you going to do this year that's better or different from last year? Are you going to still hang around those broken people at work? Are you going to still have the same friends? Are you going to expand your horizon? What are you going to do this year? What's going to make this year better than last year? That's my question to you. I don't make New Year's resolutions. Whatever I want to do, I just do it. I just do it like Nike. What are your New Year's resolutions? Leave it below the video. Tell me your New Year's resolutions. What is going to change for you? Are you going to have a new woman? Or maybe you're going to get a girlfriend? Or maybe you're going to get married? Maybe you're going to have a baby? Maybe you're going to get a divorce? Or maybe you're just going to get rid of some people. Some people have to go. Everybody can't come along for the journey. Some people can come to the party, but everyone can't stay along for the journey. The journey is a long ride. So, what are you going to do? You know, one of the key uh, distinctions for me over the past 20 years. The reason why I stopped making New Year's resolutions is because it simply doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I just don't feel like I should have to wait until January to make changes in my life. I make changes in my life sometimes every week. So, the first thing I started doing is I started having new habits because, it's the habits that change your life. It's not the New Year's resolutions, it's the habits. And see, habits, has to become like ingrained in you, has to become like a lifestyle, has to become something that you just like doing. Something that could be something that you're passionate about, or it could be something, it could be just like a hobby. But you have to like doing it. It's kind of like working out, physical fitness. That's when you see people working out, that's something that they like doing. It's like second nature to them. If they don't work out after they've been doing it for months or maybe years, if they miss a day or two of working out, it really bothers them. But that's how you have to, really make changes in your life. You have to find new habits, and if you have bad habits, you got to replace those with new habits, productive habits, habits that's going to make you a better person, a better man, a better woman, a better father, a better brother, a better sister, whatever, however you see yourself, that's what really makes a difference. Now, what have you learned in 2017? Now, in 2017, I learned that it doesn't really matter what I say in these videos. Most people aren't going to do shit. They aren't going to do anything about it. I already know this. Majority of people, they aren't going to do anything. You know, they're not going to buy my books or any of my courses. Majority of people aren't going to do it. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. You know, even if they do buy it, whatever I have to offer, most people they're still not going to do anything. And the reason why that is because it takes work. It takes a lot of work to be a man in this society. You know, it's easy to be anything else but a man in this society. It's easy to be a homosexual. It's easy to act like a woman. It's easy to kiss ass. It's easy to take the path of least resistance. But it's hard being a man in this society. So I understand that. It takes a lot of work. And it's ongoing work. It never stops. So I know that most people are not willing, and sometimes they're not even able to do the work. They don't have the drive and the ambition to do the work because it's hard work. It's hard being a man. There's a lot of responsibilities that come along with being a man. And a lot of guys just don't have the mental capacity to push through the obstacles and the red tape and all of the trial and error that comes along with it. Because, you know, it's tough. It's hard. It's hard being a man. And the next thing I learned in 2017 is that a lot of people will take what I say online in my videos, they'll take it out of context. They'll they'll take what I say, little pieces and bits of information, and either put a spin on it or they will, you know, try to make it seem like I insinuated something that I didn't. I'll give you an example. There's a video I made about 2 years ago about having dual citizenship going to Ghana. There's a video I made about having dual citizenship that Ghana's started giving. Now, at the time, I didn't know when they actually started giving dual citizenship to black people, basically here in America, in Americas, I should say. You know, they started giving dual citizenship to people over here, and I didn't know how long they've been giving it, and which I didn't care, as long as the word got back to me that they were giving dual citizenship. So I said, hey, I think it'd be a good idea to have dual citizenship. I mean, it doesn't matter if it was Ghana or any other country. It could have been it could have been Nigeria. It could have been Sudan. It could have been any other country, you know, that I felt like it would be a good fit. But people took what I said and say, hey, my family's not from Ghana. My family's not from Africa. My family's here. Why the fuck I'm going over there? Which wasn't the point of me doing the video. The whole point of me doing the video was to illustrate why I think it's a good idea to have dual citizenship in another country. That's the whole idea of me doing the video. But they took what I said and somehow tried to say that just because you know some of our families aren't like from here that we should go to Ghana because Plus, on top of that, they give them dual citizenship. I said, no, that wasn't the point of doing the video. The point of doing the video is just to don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's the whole idea of the video. But a lot of people took the whole message of the video out of context. You know? And for the record, yeah, for the record, I'm gonna put this out there. My family is not from Ghana. My family's from here, South Carolina. Yeah, my family's from here. My family didn't come from on my family on both sides. On both sides, my mom and dad's side. My family did not come from um, Ghana or anywhere else. They're from this Americas, American soil. This is where my family's from. My grandmother passed away last year. She was 102 years old. And I remember as a kid, she telling me that she ain't from nowhere else. She's from right here. And on my dad's side, same thing. So I know my family's history. Now maybe you don't know your family history, and that's understandable. So I just wanted to put that out there. And P.S. And by the way, if someone wants to steal your land, this happened to my grandmother. This happened to my grandmother. If someone wants to steal your land, because my grandmother, she was Native Indian, by the way, and English wasn't her first language. I'm just putting this out there. But here's the strategy for you. If someone wants to steal your land, steal your product, steal your services, steal your business, the number one rule is they want to get you away from the property, get you away from the land. They don't want to bring you to the land. No, no. So my family didn't come from no ship somewhere in Ghana and sailed over the ocean here to this land. No, no, no. It doesn't work like that. I'm ex-military, so I know a lot of strategies that they use. Same strategy they used back then, they still use to this day. Yeah. So if they want to take your land, take your property, take your business, they want to get you away from the property, get you away from the land. So they'll ship you or push you, however they have to get you away from the land, physically and mentally. This is how this is how they take your shit. you know? So I'm just putting that out there because there's a lot of people online that actually buy into the story that, everybody came over here from someplace else and they were nobody over here before they got here. And people actually believe this, but it doesn't work like that. No, no, it doesn't work. Even if that was true, why would you think you're the first person that got here in 1492? Come on. You believe that story, you're an idiot. And that's probably the reason why you have so many problems with women. If you believe that story. If you believe that story, I got a bridge in Myrtle Beach you can jump off of. If you believe that Columbus story, the fairy tale story, So, you know, so people will take what I say and just take it for what it's worth in their mind, out of context, and it basically dilute my whole message of the video. The video was basically saying, again, for the last time, that it's it's good to have dual citizenship. That way you won't put all your eggs in one basket. That was the whole purpose of the video. That's it. Didn't say, hey, we should go back to Africa. Didn't say we should go back to Ghana. I never said any of that. I said in the video, plain as Jane, that the way we're being treated over here, why not have dual citizenship? What do you have to lose? That's my whole purpose of doing the video. So that's the second thing I realized in 2017. Boy, you know, I'm telling you. And another thing I learned in 2017 is me personally, I have to expand more. I have to get out more this year. I have to travel more. I have to meet more people. You know, I mean, more people. When I say more people, I'm talking about more people that with things that I have that we have in common with. You know, I have to shake hands more, talk to people in person more. Yeah, I think I kind of got comfortable online. You know, just sending emails and doing Skype videos with people. I have to get on other people's platforms more. You know, I've done it in the past, but not so much the past 2 years. I have to do that more. I have to expand more. I have to do more. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You know, I have to get around more people of influence. Yeah, that's one thing. You know, and on top of that, I'm gonna start. I'm planning on writing a new book this year. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't know if it's gonna be for men or women this time, but or maybe I should do two books, one for men and one for women. Maybe, yeah. I'm seriously thinking about that. I'm thinking about writing two books, one for men and one for women this year. Write two books, and by the end of the year, once I get it edited and formatted and everything, and the cover done and everything, by the end of the year, release at least one of those books by the end of the year. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about doing it. You know, I just want to be much more productive this year than last year. Yeah, you know. And the last thing, I'm gonna move this year. I'm going back to North Carolina. You know, I've been living in Georgia for 5 years now, and you know, I tested the waters out here, and I realized that I'm just better off being back in North Carolina. I'm just better off being back in North Carolina. And that's kind of like my home base, you know. From home, I mean, I'm from South Carolina, but away from home, North Carolina is like, you know, my second home. Charlotte, North Carolina is like my second home away from home. You know, back in Charlotte, I'm like a big deal in Charlotte. You know, I'm like a local celebrity there. Believe it or not, you know, I'm like a local celebrity in Charlotte. You know, but I figure like whatever I'm doing now, I can do it as twice as faster there. But out here in Georgia, you know, things just didn't go as well as I would like. And see, you have to understand that you're only as good as the people that you associate with or that you have around you. That's what it is. See, it's not always what you know. Sometimes it's who you know, and sometimes it's what you can do, your skill set. That really matters a lot. So it's really, if you want 2018 to be better than last year, you have to change your habits, develop new habits, and you have to put yourself in the company of people that's much smarter than you and have more skills than you. That's what it really comes down to. Now it doesn't matter. Sometimes, now most of the time, it doesn't matter how educated you are. So a lot of people get it twisted. A lot of people think if they have a good education, that then they'll succeed. But that's about over today. You know, if you want to, I don't know, have a teaching job, you want to be a professor, something like that, you might be okay, but that doesn't mean that it's no guarantees in life. The only guarantees that you have in life is that you're going to die one day. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. There's no guarantee when it comes to relationships. There's no guarantee when it comes to jobs. You know, there's no guarantee when it comes to none of that stuff. The only guarantees is that you're going to die one day. And you don't want to be one of those old people that I know back home where I'm from that's laying on that's in the hospital, damn near about to die, looking back saying, I should have done this. I should have done that. Should have done this. Should have done that. If I would have known this was going to happen, I would have taken things much serious. You don't want to be one of those old people that's like that. You know, that's why I always say, man, go hard or go home. Otherwise, just don't even get started. I'm telling you. I know sometimes we take things for granted. I know I did. But I tell you what, man, once people start dying around you, that's when you're going to start taking things serious. That's what happened to me. When my dad died and my grandmother died, that's when I started taking things serious. And then my mom passed away, well, what 11 months ago. That's when you start taking things serious. And then my uncle passed away. A boatload of cousins that passed away, and people that I know passed away. So, hey, man, you only got one life to live, man. Gotta be, appreciative of, uh, the people you have around you, or the people that you met, and the time that you spent around them. Because hey, they could be here one day, and next day they could be gone, man. Because it's been times where people have died that are younger than me. People I went to college with, they died, and some of them didn't make it. Some of them, some freak accident, car accident. Like I give you an example. There's this one girl. She's a badass chick that I went to uh college with, and we never actually dated. We used to see each other in passing all the time. We met in class in passing all the time, and we used to call each other every once in a while, but we never actually officially went on a date. We never actually hung around each other, not even for one day, not even for one night. We just saw each other in passing. And every time we used to see each other, we used to always stop and talk for a couple minutes, and we used to call each other every once in a while. And one day, man, I got a call from somebody, and somebody said she was on the highway, and it was a state trooper was chasing this guy, a runaway driver, and the runaway driver ran in the back of her, and she ended up running into a pole on the side of the road, and she died upon contact, just like that, man. And we never got a chance to do anything, man. And she was a bad motherfucker. I'm talking like she, I mean, she had the looks, she had the personality, she, she was down to earth, she was very ambitious, everything, man. But we never got a chance to do anything, man. And when I got the call, I had to kind of sit down afterwards, I found out that she died. I had to sit down and kind of like that was like a low blow. I said, damn, people leave just like that, man. You know, and situations like that make you think, well, at least make me think sometimes that hey, sometimes, man, a closed mouth don't get fed. Sometimes, man, you gotta ask for what you want. In some cases, now now um there's some things I don't ask for. I don't ask for sex. I don't ask for sex. I haven't asked for sex in 15 years. But even then, there's always exception to the rule. Because sometimes maybe times can be tight. Maybe your time is limited or whatever. So sometimes, man, you just gotta ask for what you want. But for the most part, if time is not so tight or anything, or you have time to hang out with a woman or whatever, you shouldn't have to ask for sex. No, no, no. By the time I'm done talking to any woman, if she ain't down, if she ain't wet in the panties, oh well. I shouldn't have. I don't know what else. There's not too much more I can do. By the time I meet up with a woman 3 times, if she ain't ready by the third time, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule. It's dependent upon how much time we spent together. But for the most part, if we get together and let's assume each time we spent 2, 3 hours, 4 hours together, all 3 times, and plus we talk in between those times on the phone or something like that. And if she ain't ready to she ain't ready to get down and dirty, I lay back. Now I'm not saying I won't talk to her again, but I'm not going to be actively looking to reach out to you or meet up with you after the third or fourth time. Well, that's just me. My time is limited. I don't really got time, to you know be wasting my time with nobody that ain't down to do. I'm just saying, man, maybe you might get down a little different. Maybe you might operate different, but that's just me. You know what I mean? So sometimes, man, you can't be taking things for granted out here, man. I done missed a lot of opportunities, business wise, financial wise, relationship wise, and a lot of this ain't really got. When I say relationship wise, a lot of it don't have anything to do with women sexually, even. There's more to life than just sex. There's more to life than just a woman. You know, sometimes you gotta put things in perspective. Sometimes you gotta, you know, there's, you know, this is why a lot of guys can't have a hard time keeping the women they like around because, you know, a lot of guys are just weak. A lot of guys are just weak, and they put too much emphasis on what women want, and they start acting like women after a while. I mean, some guys start acting like women from day one. And, unfortunately, a lot of that stuff, a lot of these shows that come on television talking talking about how you should behave around women and how you should treat women, that shit don't work in real life. That's why they call it a movie. Anything that go on television, this shit don't work, man. That's why they call it a movie. That's why they call it a show, because it's just for show. A movie is just a movie, and a show is just for show. It's for entertainment purposes. It's not real life. But hey, I know a lot of people within society want a certain narrative. They want things to go a certain type of way. But I'm here to tell you, if you want your new year's 2008 to be better, you're going to have to make some changes. And depending on who you are, you might have to make a lot of changes. But in the end, it's going to be all worth it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. So I'm going to end with that. So if you like what you heard, man, go check out my books on Amazon.com by clicking the link below, or just go to Amazon directly. Name of the books: Love Can't Wait, and A Chicken's Guide to Having Women Beg for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies. And if you go to my website, chooseyourrelationships.com, you're going to find all about it. And the link is below this video. And check out my Patreon. That's patreon.com/sharpgame. And let me know what your New Year's resolutions are. Do you make them? Do you have any? I want to hear your process. How do you get down with that? How do you see that? Leave your comments below. And oh yeah, P.S. by the way, you get at me on Instagram. My Instagram is Sharp Game. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.